3 ways Arsenal's defence could line up at Southampton. Unai Emery's Arsenal can make it 23 games unbeaten if they avoid defeat to Southampton at St Mary's on Sunday. Slender 1-0 wins over Huddersfield and Qarabag have ensured that there has been no let-up in Arsenal's excellent post-August form, and they will be confident of securing another 3 points against a Southampton side who have won the fewest number of games in the Premier League this season. Nevertheless, there is the potential for this game to be something of a banana skin for the Gunners, given it will be Ralph Hasenhüttl's first home match in charge of the Saints, while Emery also has selection issues to contend with in defense. Last weekend's win over Huddersfield came at a significant cost, as both Sokratis, Papastathopolous and Shkodran Mustafi received their 5th cautions of the campaign, thus ruling them out against Southampton through suspension. With Rob holding out for the rest of a season after rupturing his ACL and Konstantinos Mavropanos also unavailable due to injury, Emery has a central defensive crisis on his hands, with Laurent Koscielny his only fit, and even then, only just, senior central defender. Taking the above into consideration, here are 3 ways Emery could set out his defense against Southampton on Sunday. Option 1. Rely on experience. Much to Emery's relief, club captain Koscielny came through 72 minutes unscathed against Qarabag on Thursday in what was the Frenchman's first appearance of the season, following a 7-month spell on the sidelines after rupturing his Achilles. In an ideal world, the 33-year-old would be gradually reintegrated into the fold following such a serious injury, yet it could be a case of needs must at the weekend with both Sokratis and Mustafi unavailable. To ease Koscielny back in slightly, Emery might be tempted to revert to a back 3. Arsenal played 4 at the back against Qarabag, with natural full-backs Stefan Lichtsteiner and Nacho Monreal tucking in as makeshift centre-backs either side of Koscielny. Hasenhüttl's setup may play a part in Emery's thinking too, as the Austrian deployed Charlie Austin in a lone striker role against Cardiff last weekend. If Southampton continue to play with one up front, that could play into Koscielny's hands, as he would be able to drop into a sweeper role with Lichtsteiner and Monreal taking it upon themselves to deal with the threat of Austin. Option 2. Stick with a back 4. Alternatively, with so many central defenders out injured, Emery might feel like the safest option is to stick with a back 4 to ensure that there aren't too many square pegs fitting into round holes in his backline. Both Hector Bellerin and Sead Kolasinac would have no problem retreating from wing-back to full-back. It arguably suits Bellerin better anyway, while utilizing a 4-4-2 system would also mean a place in attack for Alexander Lacazette as well as Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Monreal, rather than Lichtsteiner, would be in line to start at centre-back, as he has far more experience in that role than the veteran Swiss. He deputized there last season under Arsene Wenger and was the 3rd central defender when Arsenal switched to a back 3 system at the end of the campaign. Perhaps the biggest worry in this system would be the pressure it would place on Koscielny, who would be forced to engage one-on-one with Austin as opposed to operating as a sweeper in a 3-man defense. Option 3. Turn to youth. Koscielny might have enjoyed a stress-free return to the first-team fold against Qarabag, but thrusting him in from the start in a Premier League match against a side with a new manager and who are scrapping for their lives at the bottom, is far different to a Thursday night stroll in a Europa League dead rubber. Only Koscielny knows whether or not he has what it takes to make his first Premier League appearance since April. It is probable that Emery fast-tracked his return against Qarabag in order to gauge whether or not starting again on Sunday would be a possibility. If Koscielny isn't deemed ready for a place in the starting lineup, Emery has a bit of a problem on his hands. He could field Monreal and Lichtsteiner together in a back 4, or even bring Carl Jenkinson into the fold and play a back 3. Neither solution seems particularly appetizing, though, considering in Austin, Southampton possess a striker who thrives in the penalty area. Alternatively, he could turn to youth and give the highly rated 18-year-old Zech Medley a chance instead. Medley came on for the final 18 minutes against Qarabag and was also given a run out against Vorskla last month. It would be a risky move considering his inexperience, but if Medley doesn't get a chance with all 5 senior centre-backs out, when will he? Arsenal and Chelsea begin talks to sign Barcelona midfielder in January. Boxing Day football fixtures 2018 and which games are on TV. Micah Lowen compares Arsenal's latest prospect to Cristiano Ronaldo.